It is Jerry Heelig. The Choosatron. The Choose Your Own Adventure. This is pretty awesome. Check it out. Hello, everyone. So, my name is Jerry Heelig, either or. I'm a software developer, an engineer, and a storyteller. I work about half in technology, half in creative art, and I love using technology as a creative tool. I've worked for Ray Bradbury doing directing digital effects for the first stage production of Fahrenheit 451. I was one of the 3 developers to write the software that syncs 384 displays in the Cosmopolitan Casino lobby, and I do consulting for the Minnesota History Center, as well as my day job, which is senior mobile developer at Clockwork. So the point is, I really love this stuff. I love the technology and I love the storytelling. Now with the growth of the maker movement, it's made bringing stories into real space more possible than it's ever been before. The technology is accessible. It's creating custom tools and electronics has become cheaper and the components more available. Over the last year, I've been focusing my research on not just telling stories in unconventional ways, but empowering other people to do the same, especially kids. When I was young, I loved choose your own adventure stories, and I loved going to the arcade with friends. So I took my favorite element of each of those, the power of engaging element of choice from the choose your own adventures, and the social fun and collaboration that arcades bring, and I created this. And this is the Choosatron. Oh, it's one of these. And it is not showing it. So the Choosatron is a build-your-own arcade machine that plays choose-your-own-adventure-inspired interactive fiction. It's it's a small box that prints big adventures. So when I first realized that I was going to have to prepare for this event, a lot of things went through my mind. First, what kind of people were going to be here? Should I try to be funny? Should I try to not be funny? So I wrote a story. I don't even need the internet.
Oh, wait. Hey.
There we go. And somebody screwed with the Zoom. Thanks. So I wrote a story using, basically to explore the different possible ways that this evening could go. Kind of like this. So I thought it would be fun if we played through it together. And I'm going to read the passage, I'm going to read out the choices, and I'm going to give all of you a brief moment with each choice to let me know what you think I should pick. So, here we have the first list of stories. I figure we'll play MinneDemo. Congratulations, after a tough interview and some carefully placed bribes, kidding, you've been selected to present at MinneDemo. You're excited but nervous. Sure, you managed to ramble through the interview, but a big audience is going to expect more. 1, rehearse as much as you can, or 2, trust yourself and speak from your heart.
2!
1, 2, all right. You don't want to risk over-rehearsing and feel your message, and you want your message to feel fresh. Thursday arrives and it's time to head to the event. Should you take your scooter or take your car?
1!
Scooter? All right, sounds like scooter. Scooter rides always seem to relax you, so despite any impact it may have on your attire, you zip off from Northeast over the river, parking is of course easy, and you are ready to go with time to spare. After chatting with a few familiar faces and watching the first presentation, you are introduced, set up your Choosatron and laptop, and begin. Should I jump right into the demo, or talk about who I am?
Demo!
See, I thought you were going to do that. You decide to show off your creation right off the bat, but you realize these people don't really know who you are. And without context, the demo could be confusing. Your brain stutters for words while fumbling with the device, and your awareness of the awkward moment only exponentially increases the problem. You imagine crickets chirping in the audience and pass out due to anxiety. Suddenly, you dream of a warm field filled with crickets. So there you go. Here's the software. It's a modified version of open source software called Twine that I used to write the story. So you can see kind of branching forward and down, and there's 4 different endings to this story. So it's fun, right? Now, but what am I going to actually do with it? Now, people that have played it love it, especially kids. They love the printing, the paper keepsake that they get to compare with friends. They love looking inside and learning about how it works. And they really love making up stories for it. But what's really important about it is the educational factor. We've got build your own electronics, we've got engaging content, creative writing, and game design. And if that doesn't just scream education, I don't know what does. So I'm launching a Kickstarter next week to fund the rest of the development for the Choosatron kit, and also improve the writing software to make it as easy and fun as possible for people to create their own content. I'll be open sourcing it so that anybody can use it and improve it, especially for education. After the first demo of the Choosatron, the Locke Literary Center invited me to teach a class. And next month, I'm going to be teaching interactive fiction and game design with the Choosatron, where the kids are going to get their own prototype kit to build, and then I'm going to guide them through the process of writing their own story while they use their peers as playtesters, and also learn how the element of choice affects the way they write and they design. By the end of the course, they'll have a written and tested story they can be proud of and can share with their family and friends to play. So I want to thank you so much for listening to me. I'm really excited about the Choosatron, and I hope that after this presentation you'd be up for coming out and playing it. I'll have it outside. I'm Jerry Bellich, thanks again, and that's choosatron.com.